Nako, pasensya na wala po kaming OBB ngayon. Opening billboard.
Oh, yeah.
Oo nga.
Wala palang
teka,
OBB.
Kasi nga, nagkaroon po kami ng technical difficulties. Kaya biglaan na lang kaming nag-appear. Naku, pasensya na ha. Oo nga, kung kailan pa talagang special guest talaga ngayon, talagang kinakabahan nga ako. Sabi ko, oh my God, andi dito.
Pero, Jessie, grabe no, hitik na hitik ang ating episode.
Oh my God. Yes.
For this morning.
Correct. Pero ito since wala pa tayong hindi po namin na-share. So, saglit lang i-share natin lahat, guys ha. Yeah. Hindi ako sanay. Sana next time naman meron na tayong OBB. Okay, first time to ha. Well, anyways, sige na po. Nako, kumusta? Sige, kunwari, hindi nyo kami napanood for 59 seconds. So again, ito na po kaming lahat. Good morning, good evening po sa lahat ng mga nanunood sa buong mundo. Especially sa mga TFC subscribers, FYE Channel and Kumu, Facebook and YouTube. Kayo ba nagbi-merienda, nagbi-breakfast, lunch, dinner, or even midnight snack ang favorite ni Derek. Kaya medyo nagiging parang malaman ang face dahil mahilig sa midnight.
Oh my God, we're so bad with Derek.
I know, right? Oh my God, na-miss ko kayong lahat, no? Parang this is our second podcast actually in 2023, right? Yeah. So, we're so excited. And guys, abangan nyo po, nasa TFC na po kami. Malapit na. February 4 is our first launch. So, abangan nyo po ang Over a Glass or Two. Kahit paano, umarangkada na po kami. Ayan. Yeah. O, Jay, kasi ikaw naman. Go!
Yes, normally po, nasa Brooklyn ako. Pero po, naglalakwat siya.
Yes!
Si Jay Caso from Stowe, Vermont. Good morning po sa lahat ng mga Filipinos and non-Filipinos in different time zones, in different dimensions, in different continents, in different galaxies, in this whole wide universe.
Na-miss ko talaga yan. Oh my God. So guys, abangan nyo po kami, the Filipino channel. Kung pinagtsagaan nyo po at nag-enjoy po kayo, tumawa, umiyak po kayo for almost 3 years. Sa Facebook and YouTube po namin, we will do our best po na pasasayahin pa po namin kayong lahat. Sa mga favorite nyong celebrities, of course, and people with inspiring stories. And please feel free kung meron kayong mga gusto nyong i-recommend ng mga celebrities na mga favorite nyo, and even our past guest. So, please feel free to send us a private message and we will do our best, of course, to invite them again.
Yes.
Ayan. Mag-hi muna tayo sa mga unang nag-comment. Facebook muna ako. Our favorite, Cory Miranda. Hi, Cory! Andi dito. I miss you, Bax. Moira is coming soon, okay? Moira, this January. Abangan niyo po yan. Anyways, okay, Raj Hernandez. Hello, Tita Mai is here. Si Ate Sheila is here from Pennsylvania. Makulaban, more powers for both of you. Naku, sana hindi kami langawin. Panoorin nyo naman po, maawa na kayo. Sabay ganun no? Okay, go. So, Jcas, mag-umpisa na ba tayo? Mag-umpisa na tayo. O, teka, ang Kumu pala. You have to say hi to everyone from Kumu.
Ayan, kaka-open ko lang sa FYE Channel and Kumu. Kumusta naman kayo? Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. And also, wag kayong atubali ang arte.
Atubali.
Yeah. Paulanan kami ng mga lechon, yate, at saka ng mga corona. Ayan, mga corona, guys, mga communizens. Thank you very much. And babatiin namin sila mamaya kasi unti-unti pa silang nagla-log-in.
Yes. Ayan. O sige na po, hindi ko na patatagalin pa kasi I'm sure inaabangan nyo po, oh my God, ang aming guest ngayong araw na to. Ito na. Introduce ko na po. Teka, nawala ako kasi nga kanina naloka talaga ako. Sabi ko, ba't wala tayong OBB? Pero okay lang yun. Sanay na naman kayo. Nakikita nyo yung pagmumukha namin sa OBB. So anyways, ito na po. We are so blessed today in Over a Glass or Two as we are in the midst of musical royalties. Kaya kinakabahan ako The first group brought the world beautiful songs like Everlasting Love, Muntik na Kitang Minahal, Now That I Have You, and fun group Disco Plantito. And guys, by the way, Jcas and I were included dun sa music video nila. Kaya maraming salamat, guys. It's an honor, di ba? Kinonsider mo kami. Kahit ano lang yun, few seconds, pero it was really an honor.
Nakita nilang dancing prowess.
Oo nga, marunong pala ako sumayo. Actually, marunong. Anyways, okay. We also have one of the multi-talented singer and composer who gave us classic songs like, my God, lahat to favorite ko. Tell Me Your Name, Beautiful Girl, Please Be Careful With My Heart, and, of course, ang inaabangan ng lahat pag bare months po, Christmas in Our Heart. Tama-tama, Christmas Day ang birthday ko, kaya ito ang lagi kong pinapatugtog every Christmas. Guys, let's welcome Asia's premier harmony group, the CompanY, Moy Ortiz, Andy Quintos, Sweet Plantado and OJ Mariano, and of course, Philippines premier balladeer and king of Christmas carols, Mr. Jose Mari Chan! Woohoo! Nasa yung iba? Ayun.
Buntag kanimo, Jessie.
Oh my God, Bisaya, no? Maayong buntag, sir.
Nag-aga sa mga pinalangga ko nga mga Ilonggos, kag Bacolod nun. Wherever you are.
Oh my God, di ba, can you believe? Kabalo, magbisaya lang ko ha. Kabalo magbisaya si Mr. Jose Mari Chan. Oh my God. I never would have thought.
Ako din hindi ko alam yun na gano'n.
Na-anticipate
May fun fact
na,
tayo
yes.
nalaman ngayong araw na to.
Correct. Oh my God, and of course, the CompanY. Maraming salamat, guys. May second time. Actually, favorite talaga namin itong mga to eh. At mag-chill po kami with the CompanY. Sorry. Sa malapit na February. Ayan. My God, teka. O sige. Guys, okay, alam nyo na, meron tayong protocol dito, di ba? Yan, mag-cheers. We will welcome you guys, okay? And then, mag-start na tayong magkwentuhan. Ayan. Okay, guys, alright. Sa sambayan ng Pilipinas po at sa aming Dearest USA, guys, let's all welcome the CompanY and Mr. Jose Mari Chan. Welcome to Over Glass R2. Woohoo! Cheers! Ayun.
Tubig-tubig muna.
Ayun, si Jay. Kasi may meron pang hangover. O isa pa, picture naman tayo ngayon. I know. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yan. My God, kwentuhan na tayo. Maraming salamat again. So guys, nako, malapit na ang concert nyo. Right? Malapit na. So mauuna muna, of course, ang the CompanY, right? Sa Music Museum. Right? And then second, US tour na. My God, ang galing.
Anong unang pag-uusapan natin?
Oo nga eh. Anong gusto niyo una?
Ninyo?
Hindi. Sige, before that muna, okay. Gusto naming malaman is, how did this concert came about? Like, who asked who? Like, sino bang nangulit para mag-start tong concert na to? Sino?
Like
Si Moy? Si Moy?
Yeah.
Si OJ.
Mabuhay sa lahat ng mga Pinoys na nanonood ng ating programa ngayong umaga, gabi o tanghali. Saan man kayo nandito sa mundo. Jesse and JCast, thank you for having Jo Marie and the CompanY on your show once again. To answer your question, we were brought together by Star Media Entertainment under the headship of Miss Ana Puno. Ana Puno is a legitimate and professional and veteran concert promoter and producer, both here in the Philippines and all over the world. So she was so kind to produce we were very, very blessed with a sold-out standing ovation concert at the Newport World Resorts, which used to be Resorts World Manila, last December 3. It was a concert of Jose Mari Chan and the CompanY. Christmas in Our Hearts, of course, the greatest hit of Jose Mari Chan. So from that concert here in Manila, we're bringing our beautiful original Filipino hits and songs to our beloved kababayans mainly in the West Coast for this leg of the tour.
Bakit walang West Coast? I mean, East Coast? Ba't walang East Coast?
Pang part 2 daw yon.
Aba, so there's a reason, no, para bumalik ulit. Pang part 2. Wow, so
Yeah.
I know, no? So, wait, sige nga, kwento nga ng preparations nyo dito sa concert tour na to. Was it
Well,
like...
before before
Yes.
we leave for the US, we company has a Valentine show here in Manila at the Music Museum. So that's part of our preparation because we will be doing a lot of our hits and our love songs that are new love songs that we will also be bringing to the US. So that's part of our preparation.
Oh, wow. At saka ang ganda ha. Love in, ano to? Love in Other Words. Who picked that? Like, who picked that title? Ang
Love in
ganda.
Other Words title.
Love in
Yeah.
Other Words. So, who picked that title?
Who picked
It was it was conceptualized by our director, our
Okay.
manager also in stages, si Carlo Orosa. He was the
Si
one who
Carlo.
directed. Yeah, he
Ay,
directed
Mr.
also
Carlo
our
Ras.
Christmas concert
Pero yung
in
sino naman
Newport.
nanili ng mga songs? Mr. Jose Marichan. I'm sure isa ka sa mga alam mo yun yung mga, of course yung mga songs mo classic na eh. So ikaw ba yung isa sa mga one of those person that who suggests the songs for this concert?
Well, in the Resorts World concert, we did Please Be Careful with My Heart with the company. So that was nice. And what else? We also did Christmas in Our Hearts, of course, with the group. But the company sang a Christmas song that I had composed entitled Pinoy na Christmas. You should hear that,
Oy!
Jesse. You should
Pinoy
hear
na
that.
Christmas?
Pinoy na
Ah.
Christmas.
Oh.
It really captures the essence of Filipino, Paskong Filipino. Yeah. You can almost hear the banda and the cheers of the people in the barrios and municipios. You know, yeah.
My God, sige,
Para masaya yun
pakinggan
na.
natin yan.
At saka,
Oo
wait,
nga.
Chris,
Oo.
alam ko ano na, tapos na yung Christmas, di ba? Pero napag-usapan ng Christmas, Sir Jose Marichan, ito yung gusto ko talaga matanong sa inyo and we're very happy na guest namin kayo. Kayo ang na-hail ngayon na Philippines parang King of Christmas Carols.
Christmas carols,
No,
yes.
no. I refuse that title.
You don't
I
like it? How do you feel? So you don't like the title?
No. And I've told that publicly that I don't want to be called Father of Christmas Music or Mr. Christmas or whatever. And I suggested something else. If they want, they can call me Santa Claus.
Pero Sir Jose, ano naman ang reaction ninyo dun sa mga sa mga memes na nagkalat, especially pag Burmans na?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I feel complimented that they give importance to my Christmas songs, but I don't want it to take away from the real message of Christmas. I mean, we can commercialize it, but try not to be irreverent, because
Okay.
the song Christmas in Our Hearts carries the real message of Christmas. I'm just the messenger. I am just the little drummer boy that
Aww.
heralds the advent of the season. Yeah, no, I'm
But,
just, yeah.
tsaka, napansin ko, ang ganda ng chemistry nyo, no? So, wait, how did you guys meet?
We
mean, of
went
course, yes.
long time ago na, di ba, Joe?
I met Moy a long time ago when he was still at the Ateneo. He was a member of the Glee Club. Oh yeah. So we've known each other for many years, and I've known the company for many, many years in the concert scene. We have done many concerts together. Sure.
Okay.
And we're fans of Joe Marie's music, so we love to sing his songs. And in fact, we have our versions of some of his songs that we will be doing also in the show.
Galing. So, wait, aside from music, ano pa yung, what's your relationship? Like, are you guys friends? Kasi diba iba, they're just friends in terms of like, collaborating, trabaho lang, business lang. Pero outside of music, what's your relationship? Magbarkada? Okay, sir, Moy, go ahead.
The bond between the company and Joe, it is deep, and the roots of our friendship, they are deep and long standing. My first memory of, because both Jomari Chan and I, we lived in Bacolod for some time, and I still have memories. I was grade 5, and Joe did a full concert at Saint Scholastica Academy of Bacolod, and I was really, my cousins from Bacolod had his album and vinyl LP of Can We Stop and Talk a While, and I honestly
favorite.
thought it was Paul Williams or it was the Carpenters. Because I've never heard Filipino music done in such a melodic and classy way that I could relate to in a
True.
pop sense. In a pop sense, because before I would always think of Filipino songs as quite traditional or, well, to be blunt about it and to be honest about it, medyo baduy. But the first time,
Diretsahan na talaga, oo.
Oo, ganun naman
well,
ang ugat. Go
hello,
ahead.
JCass at this age,
Yeah,
ano
exactly.
para ka pa?
Exactly.
So, nung narinig ko si Joe, yung album ng Quintos, napaka-classy, ang ganda ng letra, napakaganda ng melodya, parang halong Burt Bacharach na Jimmy Webb,
Oh my
pero Pinoy na
God.
Pinoy.
Oo nga, oo.
So, nung time na yun, natutuwa kami. Ikwento mo naman yung 1981 ng Glee Club. Ikwento mo.
Oh.
In 1981, the Glee Club flew to the Ateneo College Glee Club flew to the U.S. and Joe was so kind. He hosted the whole Glee Club to a Broadway musical.
Broadway. Evita.
Wow.
Don't be shy,
And then-
Joe. You are so gracious.
Imagine,
and,
I think 30 people, Annie, linibre niya ng
thereabouts,
Broadway.
yeah.
Yeah. And then
What?
in 1983, sumama na kami ni Annie sa world tour ng Glee Club. Si Joe at ang kanyang mabuting may bahay, si Mary Ann, they hosted dinner for us in New York.
Yeah.
And since that time, wala pang company, magkaibigan na po kami. Tapos ngayon, aside from Ryan Cayabyab, yung pinakamaraming recording namin na covers na composer ay yung mga hits ni Jose Marichan dahil vibes na vibes, yung talagang parang yung style ni Jo Marie na in composition, sukat na
It's so
sukat sa style ng company.
Totoo yun.
Bak-
Alam mo, I'll be honest with you, na-mention mo kanina, no, na okay, before, di ba, years and years ago, pag Filipino song, parang baduy, di ba may ganon? Of course, may notion na ganon, right? But when it comes to the company and Jose Marichan, laging social. Parang I remember when I was younger, yung mga cousins ko, parang they have to make ipon. Kasi nga, medyo mahal yung tickets nyo, but it's the quality of course, your music and your concert is really like outstanding. That's why talagang nandun kayo dun sa category na yun, no? Na classic talaga, social.
Yeah.
So, question ko sa inyo, since matagal na kayong magkaibigan and you've been going, you collaborated with a lot of concerts already. So, was there a time that you were like, you forgot the lyrics or nagkamali yung isa? So what do you guys do? Like, meron bang mga, did you guys talk about like mga signs o signal na, pag ganito ikaw na bahala sa akin na, may ganun ba?
Si Sweet, maganda ang kwento ni Sweet dahil may
Oy,
nangyari
nako.
nung 2013. Joe, huwag kang magalit sa amin. Joe, alam mong mahal ka namin,
Ayan na.
pero may
2013
ikikwento
ba
si
yun?
Sweet.
Oo.
Okay, go.
13 ba yun? Okay. Anyway, bago ko sagutin yan, nalibre ba kayo sa Broadway? So sana malibre din kami ni OJ.
Oo nga, sana kami din.
Kami din, hindi na namin kailangan
Kami din,
mag-play.
kami din.
Hindi mo na kami kailangan paliparan. Nandito na kami, Sir Joe.
Oo nga.
Sana all.
Sana all. Ayan.
When I joined company, at may titrivia ako. My first experience meeting Tito Joe, syempre super starstruck ako. Moy, when was our Guam with Tito Joe?
2000.
2000.
Wait, hold on, please. 2001, I believe.
One
Wow.
ata one.
2000.
You remember that, Tito Joe, Guam? We did
We did a show in Guam. Yes, I remember.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it? Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I was so starstruck, and I found a special picture. This was in Guam, my first time to sing Please Be Careful with My Heart with the Jo Marichan.
Oh my God!
Ang bilis mo, ha?
Ang
Nakuha mo agad.
bilis! Kaagad!
With Jo
Wow.
Marichan.
Nene.
Oh my
Ah.
God!
Neneng nene, oh.
Nang bata pa si
Yan.
Isabel. Okay. Oh my God.
Look how young you were.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And Sir Joe, you too.
dashing
Yummy pa
dab-
si Sir Joe, oh.
Dashing
Ang gagawin pa rin.
debonair. Oh.
It was the Guam. So,
Wow.
Oh my God.
Memories.
Wow.
Ako talagang ipapakayan. Ayan, oh. We were 6 pa at that time.
Oh my God. So wait,
So,
so nung time na yun, nagkamali ka because of that? Because na-starstruck ka?
Hindi yan.
Hindi yan, hindi pa, hindi pa.
Parang we did a show called It's
Valentine show din.
Complicated, tama? Em?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it was a parang Valentine show pero July.
Yes, in July.
Okay? So, it's a big concert and Tito Joe just arrived from the US. So, nag-jet lag pa siya. But live band ito. So, please be careful with my heart, no? So, the band started playing the intro. So, I enter in my beautiful gown. I started singing, If You Love Me. Tapos, wala pa siya.
Sasagot.
Hindi pa siya nakikita nag-enter.
Oh my God!
And then, look ako sa left, wala talaga si Tito Joe. So, but the band kept on playing. And then,
Part na niya.
Okay, I think he forgot. So, I started, parang enacting ko na lang. Sabi ko, wait lang. I think hindi ako sinipot ng date ko. Oh my gosh. And then my mom was in the audience. Mommy, hindi ako sinipot ng date ko. And then they started laughing na lang. Oh, Tita Mary Ann! And then I saw Tita Mary Ann.
Oh my God!
Mary Ann's face was like this.
Oh my
And then Tito Joe was changing into another suit. So he forgot.
Oh my God!
Ini,
And then
girl,
he entered.
I'm-
He entered.
Okay.
No. Sorry. So everyone was laughing na. No, you broke my heart. I told you. So,
Oh my
enacting ko na talaga.
Oh my God, ang galing. Do you remember that, Sir Joe?
No. But
O ayan na. Marirecall na yan mamaya. Parang,
pero
oo nga, no?
hindi makakalimutan ni Sweet yun.
Oo,
Kasi
syempre.
yung duet naging solo, 'di ba?
Oh my God. Pero, ang galing nga. Pero at least tingnan mo naman, di ba? Natawid mo yon. So wait, speaking of that ha, so every time like, how important it is for a musician, for an artist, na you have to be, mabilis kayong mag-isip. Dapat abrupt. Like, was there an incident na nangyari? I wanna know from kay Sir Joe. So, may gano'n na. I'm sure siya, tagal nyo na sa industry eh.
that what's your question,
The
Jesse?
question is, like, how did you, was there an incident that you were like, let's say, you were singing and everything and that, and then parang, uy, nagkamali ka.
Or
Tapos
something
biglang-
happened.
Or
Oh,
something
diba?
happened. So, anong ginawa mo? Like, ano ba? Ano ka ba? Improvise ka na lang ba? Right away?
Well, as far as I remember, nothing like that has ever happened. You know, so
Oh.
and I don't want to make up a story now just to make
Yes.
this interview interesting.
Bawal
Yeah.
mag-invento. Oh wow, kasi nga dapat prepared, no. Sa inyo naman for sure madami. Like let's say wala si wala si Sir Joe. So sa inyo naman the
Sa
company.
amin, sa
Yes.
Yeah. We have a lot of those, lalo na ako. Bigla na lang, titingin ako, first line, titingin na lang ako kina Sweet. Tapos they'll just mouth the first line. Nalilimutan ko, many times I forget the first line. So I just have to, isang lisik ng mata lang, nagigets nila na nawala ako nalimutan ko ang first line. And they'll just mouth it, okay, gets ko na.
So talagang nangyayari. Anong tawag doon yung na may mental block?
Oo,
Right?
parang ganun. Or brain
So
fog.
nangyayari pala talaga yun, no? Kasi parang ang hirap na nandun ka, tapos there's so many songs that you need to sing.
Or kaya ano ba, ganun ba yun? Or minsan sinasalo na lang ninyo ang isa't isa? Kayo na kumakanta?
Pag nawawala ng boses, minsan, sinasalo rin namin ang isa't isa.
Wow.
Minsan, may isang tingin lang na parang tulong, ganon.
Yan
Ganun. So may
yan ang
mga sign
maganda-
na.
Yan ang maganda sa,
May sign.
if you're part of the group. Diba?
Yes, madaling si Sir Joe mukhang galing no? Kasi preparation, no? Ay, yung prepared. Question, so what about your preparations in every, concert? What do you do? Like, meron ba kayong mga ritual? Like,
Well,
are you
I
supposed to?
vocalized.
Yes.
I
Okay.
vocalized for about 30 minutes. But, I don't know because I haven't sung in 3 years. In fact, I had a hard time vocalizing for our Resorts World concert. I had a difficult time. And one thing that I've noticed, Jesse, is that hindi ko na ngayon kaya yung mga old ko na key. Mataas na ngayon yun for me. Yeah, as I get older. I guess your vocal cords are like your muscles. So if you're a basketball player, you need to practice every day. You got to play every day. Whether there's a game or not, you got to play. So ganun din sa vocal cords. And, the company, they're still young. So they haven't experienced that yet. But one day it's going to happen to you.
Oh my God. Ayan, babala. Oh my God. But
Now
I
it
mean,
started.
Like yung Beautiful Girl, hindi ko na maabot ngayon yan. The original key. Yeah. So that's why what I did in the Resorts World is I used a -1.
Okay.
And I had to lower the key. And once na the piezas are made, you'd have to redo it in order for the musicians to follow, to read. Yeah.
Oh, wow. What about you, the company? May mga rituals ba kayo? Yes, Moy, go ahead.
Just to continue with the story of Joe, it really doesn't matter whether he sings it in the original key or a transposed
Yes.
key, because the end result still was a standing ovation. This outpouring and avalanche of love and goodwill from the audience that Joe has invested in. For Joe, you've been in the music industry for 50 years, more than 50 years. How many years, Joe?
My first recording was in 1967. So that's 56 years.
Wow.
My
Oh,
first
my
record
God.
was Afterglow. I know that most of your audience wouldn't know that song, 1967 Afterglow.
Oh my God.
But Joe, isn't it a beautiful blessing? You are saying 50, how many years?
55.
55
Grabe,
years.
no?
But just to share with the audience dito sa ating programa, Joe is stronger than ever. Of course, he will be embarrassed because I'd like to share with you, he has prime endorsements here in the Philippines and abroad. You can just edit this out if it's not allowed, but just to show you, it is possible to still be in your prime in terms of your powers and influence. After look at what
I want to
Sweet
see that
has.
actually. Yeah.
Look at
Oh my-
Sweet.
Yan.
Did you
Where
talk
can we
about
buy that? Oh
That's-
my
So,
God.
kalaban
funk-
ko ang OPM artist na may Funko Pop. This is Mr.
Yes.
Official.
Diba? May Funko Pop.
Wow. Galing naman.
O, diba?
Joe, I believe
Yes.
that your daughter Lisa is gonna be bringing a couple of Funko Pop figures for our audience in America. So I'm sorry. So just to share with you, Joe has a lot of endorsements right now, and these are like prime endorsements. JCAS, wag ka. Endorser yan ng IKEA Philippines.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Sir Joe, wag naman Broadway lang ang libre. Ano ba? Pagpalitson ka naman.
Gusto ko rin ng mga modern na mga ganyan. May liga ko sa mga modern furnitures din, di ba?
Oh my God.
Kailangan ko lang ng mga few pieces, mga lamps, ayan.
Mga ganun, sala,
Jesse,
sofa bed.
basahin natin yun sa Facebook friends natin. Sabi ni Motel Tropical, Sir Joe, yung pong Beautiful Girl album na meron akong BASF tape dati yan.
Oh.
And I wanna say, ako din, ang mga first buys ko ng cassette dati, ayan sila, Apo Hiking, Gary
Yes.
Francis, at saka syempre si Sir Jose
Of
Marichan.
course.
Oh my
Diba?
God.
At would you believe
Sir,
guys,
sir, oh, yeah.
nauuso na naman yung cassette ngayon.
Yes.
Oo, pati yung flip phone. Yung flip
Ang
the
tagal-
phone.
ang-
Yung
Ang tagal na natin sa Earth.
nauuso na.
Lumikot na.
Oo,
It-
Umikot na,
umikot
nag-evolve na ulit.
It's a hit. Di ba uso ngayon yung mabenta ngayon yung vinyl. Like OJ,
Oh,
Annie, and
yes.
Sweet, they have
Yes.
vinyl. And Jo Marie also has vinyl. Ang pabalik ngayon, and the one who's leading the trend is Japan, cassette. Tama ka, JCas. But
Cassette,
Jesse, yes.
Yes.
Jesse, to answer your question in terms of preparation, I'm sure OJ would like to share with our audience the preparations of CompanY for a concert.
Yes, we usually have for particular concerts we adjust the repertoire according to what's needed for the show. So Moy would always come up with new arrangements, new songs even for us to study. So we would study them individually, kanya-kanya muna. Then we learn the notes because it's different kasi vocal arrangements for groups, and especially with Moy's arrangements, it's easy to learn, but at the same time it's complicated because of the harmonies and all the chords that we need to learn. But yun, and then when we meet, usually when we have events, we would go there earlier and then rehearse them. That's what we did actually a week ago. We had an event in Manila Hotel, so we were there, I think, late afternoon, early afternoon, and then we had this free time while preparing. We were studying the songs already, so that's how we prepare. Medyo marami-rami kaming hinanda
Yes.
for our kababayans.
Naku, exciting to. No? Feeling ko naman sasabihin nyo na, na tipong mga, kahit natutulog kami, nagsusnore para kaming humuhuni. Ay,
Ano pa rin yan? Meron pa rin may mga gadget.
oo.
Ang mga snore nila.
My God.
You know,
yes.
Moy would not remember this, but I have a copy of the company's CCP. The DVD of that.
What?
I have a copy of that. Do you remember the songs that you sang there?
Yes.
Yes.
That's super out of print, Joe.
I know. Well, I'll be
Really?
very happy to make BA, what do you call that? USB copies of it for all of you. Do you have a copy of that, Annie?
Well, I think I should have one.
Okay, sweet.
I just have.
No,
have it
OJ
in
was
now.
not yet. OJ was not yet part of that group.
Not,
at
not,
that time.
yet.
but I have a
Not
copy
yet.
of that. The
You have a
DVD.
copy, the
Yes,
DVD
of
of that.
course.
Yeah, that is a gem. That is a gem.
Grabe.
And
Thank
I,
you, Joe.
I share that with my children.
Oh.
So I tell them, this is musical talent. The
Oh,
arrangements
Oh my
of
God.
Moy and the book, the rendition of the company.
thank
Fabulous.
you, Joe.
Oh,
Grabe yung pinagsamahan nyo, no? At saka, sharp pa din ang memory talaga din ni Sir Joe. Pero question na,
Yeah.
so, since we're talking about like yung memories nyo, no? Nasa starstruck pa ba kayo minsan sa isa't isa? Let's say, for example, you see Jose Marisa, napapagano pa rin ba kayo? Galing.
no, I'm sure not.
May ganun pa rin, may times pa rin na ganun. Or kanino kayo nasa starstruck aside from your group? I mean, aside from, of course, Sir Joe or sa iba, kanino pa kayo nasa starstruck? Or wala na? Parang, ay,
Well, ako
masikat kami
honestly,
dyan. Joke.
honestly, I get starstruck all the time. Even with
Really?
Tita Jo nung last namin. Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know. Hindi siya nawawala. So
Nandun pa rin.
it takes a while before I warm up. Pag kunwari we have a show with some artists. Like Tito Jo nung
Yes.
sa NPAT when we did that. Medyo mga after 20 minutes, okay, sige, pwede ko na siyang kausapin. Kasi may unang kita ko sa akin parang, it's Tito Jo. It's
Oo.
OJ, whom have you met among the foreign celebrities, foreign stars that you admired? Whom have you had the pleasure of meeting?
Foreign? Wala pa yata po. Baka may matay ako pag nangyari yun.
Oo nga ba?
How about you, Annie?
Well, we've met the Manhattan Transfer and we
Oh.
worked with them actually, and yun parang hindi ako makapaniwala. That's really something else. But because Moy has a personal relationship, as in a real personal relationship with them,
Wow.
especially Janice Segal, di ko alam kung nasa starstruck pa siya.
Pero yung Manhattan Transfer ba taga dito sa States yan sila?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Also, so yung
Oh.
Manhattan Transfer is like the company of the United States, right?
Oh, I dare not say that. I
Balik.
dare not.
Oh.
I dare not
OMG.
put.
Grabe
We
yun.
are. I
Oh,
dare not say that. But speaking of
Chos lang, chos.
Manhattan, thank you, JCast. But speaking
Yes.
of Manhattan Transfer, Annie was mentioning Janice Siegel. Janice is the producer of Jose Marie Chan's album,
yes.
The Manhattan Connection, wherein
Wow.
Joe produced this and commissioned Janice Siegel of the Manhattan Transfer to come up with jazz renditions of his songs, of John Marie Chan's compositions. It's available now. It's I think it's in Apple Music, or it's everywhere. It's called The Manhattan Connection. And aside from that, the granddaughter of Joe, uh, her teacher is Janice Siegel of Manhattan Transfer, and of course, Sweet Plantada of the company.
Wow.
Ayan, siyempre.
Yes.
What about you, Sir Joe? So, ano ka ba? Nasa starstruck ka pa ba? I mean, what about like foreign artist?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one interesting story. Um, remember the singer Cliff Richard from England?
Oh yeah, from England, yes.
Cliff Richard. J. Cass wouldn't know him because I didn't see him nodding or
Yeah, I will not nod and pretend that I do.
So the
Yeah, yeah.
Eagles backs. Okay, well, anyway, okay, go ahead, sir.
Cliff Richard was very popular all over the world and especially in the Philippines during the 60s and 70s.
Yes.
And so, not too long ago, he had a concert here in the Philippines. And the British ambassador knew about how I admired Cliff Richard, how I used to sing his songs, and that some people, in fact, thought that my voice resembled that of Cliff Richard. No, because I idolized him so much, I would sing his songs. So it's natural that many of my songs, I would also sound like him. So he invited me to a meet and greet party, cocktail party at his residence, the British ambassador. So I was starstruck really. And then especially because the British ambassador introduced me to Cliff Richard as the Cliff Richard of the Philippines. So
Oh
yeah.
wow.
So yeah, no, that was a wonderful experience for me.
Akala ko sasabihin ni Sir Joe na parang kumuha ka ng hanky, sabay, pwedeng pahid. Parang, and then I'll keep this forever. Because sometimes
but
I do.
I'll
What
tell
hap-
you another story.
Okay.
Do you remember there was a TV show called The A Team?
Yeah.
The A Team.
80. Okay. No, hindi
Yeah,
ko
and one of the
ma-remember.
act-
Okay.
And one of the actors there is Mr. T.
Si Mr. T yung
Oh,
ano.
Mr. T!
Yung
Of
mohawk
course!
yung buhok niya.
Yes, yung may mohawk. Okay, okay.
Okay. So one day we were in New York, my wife and I, and we saw Mr. T paying at the cashier in a mall. Okay. And then my wife said, "Oh, gee, honey, that's Mr. T. You know, my nephew is a big fan of his. You know, this is an opportunity for me. I'll prepare a piece of paper and I'm going to get his autograph." Okay. So she waited about maybe 6 feet away, 7 feet away from him while he was paying at the cashier. And then right after paying at the cashier, before Mary Ann could say anything to him, you know what he said? "I'm not signing any autograph." And he walked away.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How rude! How
So
rude!
that experience shows us, I mean, singers, celebrities, if you want to call us celebrities, that,
Yes.
you know, those fans, we are popular because of them.
yeah.
Yes, that's so
Yeah.
true.
So can you imagine? You cannot be rude at
Yeah.
any time. You know,
That's so true. That's so true.
I just want to share that story.
Pero that's a good that's a good story kasi and that's a good insights as well. 'Di ba na you have to make sure that the reason why you're there it's because of all these fans who purchase 'di ba your albums and
Support, yeah.
always watching you, supporting you and then
Ano
biglang
pa yung autograph lang, di ba?
true. But was there a
But then
time also? Yeah, oh sorry. Go ahead, Moy.
But then again, Joe, where is Mr. T now? And you are
There
here.
you go.
Exactly.
There you
Look at
go.
that.
Wala na ako, Bob.
Wala siya.
Bob,
Yeah.
Wala siyang
Hashtag,
Funko
ano
Pop.
yan? Hashtag longevity. Diba?
Yes.
Correct. Oh my, pero
I
wait,
think
yes.
yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
think Jacas and Jesse, I think in any career, whether it's in entertainment, music, or in the corporate world, I'm sure you would agree. You get what you put in.
So, that's
So
so
I
true.
mean, if you sow seeds of kindness and you have integrity in your work, you'll have a career with long legs. As we
That's so
can see
true.
with Joe, 55 years, he came up
God.
with great songs and amazing shows. Because some people may not know this. Joe is an amazing, amazing stand-up comic. His
Yeah.
jokes
Oh my God.
his joke, you don't know that. You think he just sings love songs and some standards and jazz. No, amazing stand-up his jokes are very funny but elegant without needing to go to become crass or crude. So all of the people who are coming to our shows, you're in for a
Yeah.
fantastic night of
Evening, yeah.
laughter
Aabangan.
and music
Music.
and class with Joe.
Exactly.
Kasi di ba,
Sir, alam
ano,
mo, di ba kanina parang even before we started, di ba I kept and repeated it twice na, Sir, may sense of humor ka pala. So now, oh my God, I'm so excited to watch. Guys, imagine hindi lang pala kayo, anong tawag doon sa Tagalog, haharanahin.
Yes.
Tatawanin pa
oo.
kayo. Di ba? Other words concert. Galing. Sir Joe, since na-mention na ni Moy about you, sir, no? So, how do you keep up with that? Like, kasi there's a lot of artists, right? Like, sabi nila yung one time hit, one
hit
hit
wonder.
wonder, right?
Wonder.
Or sometimes like after a few years, bigla silang mawawala. And even if like they come back, their songs will not gonna be as hit as compared before. Pero how did you maintain it? Paano
Well,
nangyari yung ganong longevity na to?
No, but I'm blessed. I'm fortunate that that my Christmas in Our Hearts, which is 32 years old, Jesse, 32 years old. It was released in 1990, so this year it will be 33 years old. I'm blessed with that song because
Okay.
let's face it, how many people remember "Deep in My Heart"? Can we just stop and talk a while that Moy mentioned? Yeah, no, I mean, right? But it's my Christmas in Our Hearts that has remained a seasonal favorite, sung by young and old people alike. So I'm blessed with that, and every day I give thanks to God for that gift of music.
Grabe, ang galing.
Saka, wait, nag-equate ba yun kasi ang Christmas in Our Hearts din, pabalik-balik seasonal. So, siya yung pinakamalaking kita na kanta mo, sir.
Oo, may
Yun ba yun?
royalty. Yun yung tanong eh, may royalty ba
Yun
yun?
talaga, yun talaga gusto ko pa ipa-reveal, no?
Pero grabe, pero sir, sir, question curious talaga ako. Actually, kaya nga, please sir ha, pwede tayo magkaroon ng interview with you. Kasi ang dami-daming questions eh. We wanna pick your brains kasi parang ang dami-daming maming matututunan kasi we've learned so much from the company during our 2 hours interview. So, promise hindi ka namin torture ng 2 hours. But at least, we just wanna pick your brain kasi ang galing. We wanna know what's going on in that brilliant mind. But I just wanna know, how did you come up with that Christmas in Our Hearts? Grabe, classic kasi. Okay, go.
All right, this is the story of Christmas in Our Hearts. In 1988, I had just returned from living in New York for 11 years. A good friend of mine from college, her name was Chari Cruz Zarate. She was married to Noel Zarate,
Okay.
an actor. She phoned me and she said that she had this poem in Tagalog entitled Ang Tubig ay Buhay. And she intended it to be the song for their silver jubilee of their class, high school class. And so she wanted me to set it to music. So she sent me the lyrics, and immediately I found the lyrics very rhythmic and very fascinating. So I set it to music, and the melody was da da ra da ra ra da ra ra da ra ra ra. So in 1 or 2 days, I had finished the melody, and their high school class, which celebrated their silver anniversary that year, they sang it in their class, and they all loved it. But then right after that, wala na, the song was shelved, forgotten. Okay, that was in '88. Then in 1990, when my record producer Belia Tan from Universal Records suggested that I came out with a Christmas album to take advantage of the success of my Beautiful Girl, Please Be Careful with My Heart, Constant Change album, to take advantage of that, he said, Joe, why not come up with a Christmas album? And so, of course, I needed an original Christmas song. And so I remembered that melody of Ang Tubig Ay Buhay. Somehow the Holy Spirit inspired me. So I said, I'm going to set this, I'm going to put English lyrics to this, because I'm more known for my English songs.
Yes.
So I remember praying to the Holy Spirit to encourage me, because this was an important song, talking about the birth of our Savior baby, Jesus Christ. So that Sunday morning, and I've said this story many times, Sunday morning, as we were coming out, my family and I, we were coming out of church from Mass and walking towards our car, there was a young lady who came rushing and introduced herself to me. Her name was Rina Canyiza. And she said that she was a budding songwriter, and that it was her hope that one day she and I could collaborate on a song. So I said, okay. So she gave me a card, and I said, okay, yeah, maybe one of these days I'll call you. So the next day or 2 days later, I remembered, I said, why don't I call her? Out of the blue, I called her, she came to the house, and I gave her the melody of Ang Tubig Ay Buhay. And I said, I want to write Christmas lyrics to this. So she and I co-wrote the lyrics to Christmas in Our Hearts.
Wow.
And so it's really the work of the Holy Spirit. Not that, that I'm making myself very important. No, because who am I? I can be just an instrument of the Holy Spirit.
That's true. Yeah,
So
that's
when
so true.
you see, the girl who wrote the poem Ang Tubig Ay Buhay is Chari Cruz, Rosario Cruz, RC.
Oh, Charlie
And-
Cruz.
Chari Cruz. The co-writer in Christmas in Our Hearts is Rina Canyiza.
My God, ang galing. Nasaan na si Rina ngayon, sir?
And then I'm Chan. It's also C.
Oo nga, no.
So Christmas.
Triple C.
Oh, wow. Triple
For
C.
Yeah. And then, okay, so we were ready now to put it into an album. So I sang the song to Belia, my record producer, and she said, Joe, that sounds too much like a Christian song, and radio would not play it. Because in those days, you're overly dependent on radio to promote the CD or the record or the album or the vinyl that you're selling. So I'm afraid radio would not play it because it's too much like a Christian. So I said, Christmas is a Christian season.
Exactly.
I know, but he says, but you know how it is with radio. Why don't you compose a romantic Christmas song? So I said, okay. So he said, but Joe, you better be in a hurry because it's already October and we have to come out with the album. So that's when I composed A Perfect Christmas. And so, yeah. So, so that's the story of
The
Christmas.
story of the...
Ang ganda
Pero ang
naman
galing
ng,
no, parang
backstory
lahat
na yun.
ata ng songs nyo, sir, parang wala atang hindi sumikat, no? Parang
Ang
the
dami.
company rin.
No, ang daming kong songs, and I always, in fact, I've told this to Moy, that my songs are like my children. And of
Okay.
course, you want your children to prosper, to be successful in life, right? So, in whatever field they want to go into. And I have many songs na you've never heard. See, like songs like A Heart's Journey. See, if we only had more time together, no one has heard that song, right?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Pero,
I mean, I'm fortunate that A Love to Last a Lifetime was made into a teleserie.
oh,
I
yes.
was blessed that Please Be Careful with My Heart was made into a teleserie. So the new generation learned that song. But otherwise, yeah, ang dami kong songs, Jessie. Daghan kong kantahan, Jessie nga.
I know,
Baby,
my God. Kanta, arunahin, mi uy. Nagbisaya na ta diri, uy, ginodong. so question sir,
I,
ano yung
I was going to say,
Yes.
pastilan niya, waa.
Gawa ginoo ahak man ni, uy. Sorry po, mga Bisaya.
Sorry to interrupt.
I know. It's okay. So, question, sir, is, what's your favorite song naman ng the company? I'm sure marami kang favorite song. Pero, sige, give us 3 favorite song of the company.
Don't you know that something happened?
Oh my God.
Everlasting love.
It brings tears to my eyes when I sing that.
Oh,
Really?
Oh.
Oh
We
my
all love that.
God.
Oh,
Oh, sir, kayo naman, if
Something
you
happened to us right between. Never
right
mind.
before the
oh my God. Bigla ako natiri-eyed, sir.
That
Right
was,
before the
and
future
you know,
and after the past.
you know how.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Do you know the one who wrote the lyrics to that song?
it's
Rina
Rina.
Canisa is the same person who wrote
Oh my
Christmas
God,
in Our
I'm having
Hearts.
goosebumps.
Co-wrote.
Katerina.
Co-wrote Christmas.
Co-wrote,
Yeah.
co-wrote.
Oh my
Thank you, Annie.
God.
So, there are no accidents in this world, in this
Yes.
life, in this
Wow.
universe. We were
Oh
meant,
my,
we were meant to be musical partners.
wow, talagang no, God's grace. Tsaka it's a providence. Pero sir, alam mo, I'll be honest with you. If that's your favorite song that made you cry, ako naman, whenever I hear that song, lagi akong gumaganon. It makes me like wanna like kasi for me it's like a sexy, classic, sassy song. Parang ganon. Pero ngayon naman bigla akong natiri-eyed. Nakakaiyak. Kantahin nga natin yung mamaya.
We have
What
to
else
bring,
po?
we
Yes.
have to bring our show to New York, right, Jesse
Yes.
J-Cat? We
Sige
gotta
naman,
bring it.
usapin
lang,
tayo.
ano ba?
Oo
Part
nga, yes.
two.
Part 2,
Part
no?
two.
Part 2,
Sana.
part 2. My God.
Ang
So, sir, ano
dami
pa yung second?
kaibigan.
Oo, hindi.
Yeah,
Marami
yeah,
akong
sorry.
kakausapin. Marami akong kakausapin. Promise. Mag-uusap tayo, Moy.
Yan.
So, yes. So, sir, what about your second song that you favorite?
No, Moy. Moy, what was the first song that you composed, that you ever composed?
Oh, yes. That's a good
Ooh.
question.
Thanks for the question, Joe. I started really late. Hold on. I started writing when I was 25. It was a jazz song called "Tell Me Tonight." It's for CompanY's debut album in 1991. It had a jazzy swing out sister shack attack kind of feel. I think the genre they call is coffee table jazz.
Oh, wow.
So that was the first. It wasn't a hit, Joe. It was an album. It was an album track. But to reciprocate the beautiful and heartwarming words of Joe, let's ask OJ, Sweet, and Annie what are their favorite
Ayan.
Yes,
Joe
actually, yun yung
Marie
next na dapat na question.
Ah.
Go ahead. So, ano yung favorite na song nyo?
Joe Marie Chan
Jo
song.
Marie Chan songs.
Stop
Masyadong
and talk a
marami.
while.
Dami.
yes.
Forever
Ang
ako sa stop
But
and talk a while.
I love to last a lifetime. Ganda ang nalagay.
I love that too.
I love Here and Now.
Here,
Oh.
anak ko,
Oh my
dami
God.
masyado.
Oh, ang
Ang dami
dami.
po
Here and
eh.
now,
Ang
love to
dami
love and
talaga.
last.
Oh my God. So,
Can we just stop and talk a while?
yes, yeah. Oh my
Parang
God, yan,
depende
favorite ko
kung
yan.
nasa ang mood ka, kung kahit hindi ka in
Oo,
love.
Exactly.
Gusto mo
Oo.
ma-in love or broken-hearted ka, maraming kanta si Sir Joe na pwedeng akmang-akma.
Ganda.
Na pwede mong pakinggan, di ba?
Ang galing, sir. Ano talaga kayo, sir? Gifted talaga kayo. Kasi I'm a firm believer na parang of all millions and millions and trillions of people, but why God pick you, right? Or why God pick the company, right? To inspire everyone, right? I mean, sana sa next life ko may ganyan akong brain. Katulad ninyo. Ang
Iba naman ang
galing.
genius mo, Jessie.
Oo.
Yeah.
Tawa lang ng tawa, dakdak lang ng dakdak.
You
Ang
give
galing.
happiness also. A lot of happiness
Correct.
to all your viewers. Your viewers,
Ayun na
yes.
nga. And I think, you know what I love about Filipinos is our smile. Our smile, right? Like anywhere we go, like we always smile. And sa feel nila yung kindness. Kwento ko lang mabilis, like for example sa office namin, no, kanina. So the only Filipino actually dun sa department ko. So and once like, earlier there was a couple of people like, "Hey Sunshine," and I was just like, "Huh? Sus? No, my name is Jessie." "No, we call you Sunshine." "Why?" "Because you're always smiling and you always bring, joy to whenever
Oh,
you come in."
nice.
I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Why are you always
Sarap.
smiling?" I'm like, "I'm just smiling." And then one of the girls said, "Do you know what I love about Filipinos? You guys always smile." I was like,
Aw.
"Why do you think we always smile?" Right? Like, sometimes we ask questions, especially pag dito na sa US, madaming Filipino laging nagngumingiti. Bakit tingin nyo? Kasi ano ba, we were brought up na masayahin, no? Like
What
even
do you
if,
think, Joe?
what do you think, Joe?
Well, I always tell my friends that smile is our best attire wherever you go. It lightens the mood. Instead of being masungit. No?
Totoo yan. What about you, Moy?
Uh, it's funny you should mention that because we just came out on the news of late. It's no secret that the Philippines is really going through very hard economic times right now.
Yes, totoo.
But having said that, there was a vlogger, and he also came out on TikTok. This is an American who lived for a couple of years in the Philippines, and he has seen the poverty of the country. But what he has learned from the Filipinos and from living here is that despite life's challenges and difficulties, we still have the capacity for joy, to choose joy and
True.
to choose happiness. Because this is like a photo. I'm not sure if he was a photojournalist. I know that he was an expat. Even in the slums, people you could see people, very economically disadvantaged, but people were smiling.
True.
They could still find a reason to smile. And it's a double edged sword for us Filipinos because of our ability to be resilient.
That's so
The
true.
negative side of that is that we never learned the lesson. But the positive side is that no
We
matter what
survive.
life throws at us,
That's so
we
true.
can still find the reason to smile
To
and to be
smile.
grateful.
That's
I
so
think
true.
it's I think it's in our wiring, in our
Yeah.
DNA, in our. What do you think, sweet OJ and
I think that's
Well,
very true.
yeah.
Yeah, go OJ, go OJ.
Personally, I think it's a coping mechanism na
Yes,
parang
that's so true.
ano na siya parang yung it's wiring that we've accumulated through time. In our history kasi we've never really been first world. We've never been if not even second world, 'di ba? So I think it's our coping mechanism to be satisfied and content with what we have. And also I think one of the reasons why we have this constant hope, a feeling of hope. It's Filipinos are grounded with spirituality, whatever religion.
Yes.
I mean,
That's so
Catholicism
true.
or
That's so true.
Christianity. So there's always hope that we're looking forward to and that makes us smile every time.
That's so true. Ikaw naman, Annie. And Annie muna. Go ahead, Annie.
Ano lang, I think I agree with everybody, and it is an innate thing about with us Filipinos, and this the what Moy mentioned earlier about the vlogger. It's not just him. There have been so many other foreigners who've actually put out many things about the Filipino people being such, no, living in poverty and yet being able to smile, that the first world countries should learn from us and all of that. There's just so much nakakataba ng puso, but nga like Moy said, it's a double-edged sword. So hopefully nga ayun, I think it is a good thing for all of us because at least we thrive, we
True.
survive through all these challenges. Yeah, honestly I think it's a positive, and
Yes, that's true.
yeah.
Yes. Or ikaw naman, sweet. Ano naman ang answer mo dyan?
Agree.
Agree.
I
Ako din
thank
gagawin
you.
na. Oh, and I thank
It was
you.
so And thank you. And also kasi, I think Filipinos, we're all dreamers, no matter what our
True.
status is. Ang mga Pinoy talagang mahilig mangarap.
Mga rap.
We are
True.
all dreamers. So when we talk about dreams, it always makes us smile. 'Di ba? Pag
Yeah,
mong
totoo
dream,
yan. Lagi kang
naka
nagsasmile, no?
ang Pinoy siguro nga innate, we are built that way. Um, all other emotions follow na lang. I mean, it's there, galit,
Mm-hmm.
frustration, sungit, or sadness. It's all there. But ang Pinoy, ang overall impact ng Pinoy, masayahin talaga.
That's so true.
Kahit
Yeah.
yaman, middle class, or poor, it's the
Masayahin
same.
talaga tayo, no?
Masayahin
And
talaga. Like when we see, kumbaga ako, like until now, pag nakakita ko ng rainbow sa sky, ang saya-saya ko. Ganun yung Pinoy.
mababaw. Oo, mababaw ang kaligayahan.
We are all dreamers kasi, I think.
That's
So,
so
and
true.
when we dream, the Pinoys, when we dream, it's big. Kahit na parang ang hirap abutin ng dream, pero it makes us happy when we think about our dreams. So, I think
That's
that's
so true.
ang
Hindi, tsaka
Filipino.
Sabi nga nila, ano ba yun?
Oh.
Libreng harap, di ba? Ika.
Yeah.
Correct.
Hindi, tsaka alam mo, I noticed also, ang smile can change someone else's mood. Even if that person is like mad or anything. But that's why I always tell everyone, you know what, hindi man mahirap mag-smile, diba? It's so easy. Just a simple smile. You don't not even have to show your teeth, right? Like, just smile because I've
Right.
noticed that so many times, like, whenever I enter like a room or even if I don't know, even inside the elevator, let's say, hey, good morning, yung iba nakaganon, hey, good morning. And I will just like smile. And then even if that girl is kind of like pissed, to change yung mood and then be like, hi, good morning. And then after that, I saw her like walking, smiling. So, I mean, alam mo yun, parang just always smile and, be kind. Yun lang yun. Diba? That's why, nagsasmile ako ng todo kasi nga sobra yung mga joy na binibigay nyo sa buong mundo. Especially the songs that you wrote. Oh my God, the lyrics that Sir Jose Marie. Sino bang usually ang nagsusulat sa the company? Moy? Or,
Yeah.
si Moy talaga.
Karamihan ako at saka yung writing partner ko na si Edith Gallardo. The big hits, ako at si Edith at saka si Miss Babsi Molina, yung premiadong backup singer ng Pilipinas. She has been working for the last 50 years as a backup singer and she's still working, doing backup work for Basil Valdez. Siya po yung sumulat yung kinakanta ni Sweet na awitin na Muntik na Kitang Minahal. Nako, makaka-relate si J-Cas.
Oo nga, makaka-relate
Puro,
si Jay.
ano ba? Puro na lang muntik, walang natutuluyan.
I know.
Ano
Smile,
ba?
J-Cas. Smile. Filipino ka. Smile. Hope. Dream.
But let's just
Dream.
smile.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Vermont
Dream.
ka.
I don't know. Sweet?
Nasa Vermont ka, smile.
Oo nga, smile.
Mamaya, pagkatapos nito, more smiles pa mamaya, di ba?
Yes.
Yes. Oo,
Na
kahit,
makahakot tayo, charot.
kahit
diba?
ano yan.
At saka wait, speaking of mga hits ninyo guys let's talk about future hits. How about congratulations to your coming up new album entitled
Yes.
Gitna? Bakit
Yes.
number one, may tanong ko, bakit pangalan niya Gitna, hindi taas, hindi baba,
Oo nga, gilid.
hindi gilid,
I
diba?
know.
So, let's talk about your new album guys, Gitna.
Importante ang gitna, di ba, J-Cas?
Yes. Oo, lahat.
Tama rin
gitna.
yan, oo.
Si Sweet magaling magkwento kung bakit. Si Sweet.
Bakit gitna, Sweet?
Bakit
Biglang
gitna ang album?
Ano, Sweet?
Bakit gitna ang title na album?
Yes.
Oo.
Oo, yes.
Well, Gitna is a single. It was written by Davy Langit, one of our young upcoming songwriters na naging estudyante rin namin ni Moy and Annie sa Pinoy Dream Academy. So ang galing-galing sumulat ng kanta ni Davy, very deep. Ang ganda niya mag-marry ng melody and lyrics. So we chose one of his songs, Gitna, to interpret. So ginawang duet ni Moy, so nag-iba yung story. between me and OJ. So it's a different kind of love story. And then I suggested to name the album Gitna also. Una, sabi ko, ang ganda ng tunog, Gitna. Parang we've never had an album title like that. Tapos, marami ding pwedeng kumbaga, i-align sa gitna. Kasi ginawa namin ang buong album sa gitna ng pandemya. In the middle of the pandemic.
Ayun.
Medyo ang haba ng process namin. Kasi nga it was pandemic. There was a time I couldn't record for 2 months kasi buong household ko positive. This was 2021. And at that time, medyo malala pa yung COVID. So I couldn't leave the house. So hindi ako makapag-record. And then, pa isa-isa kami nagre-record because it was pandemic time, 2021. Yan. And
Kaya
so,
pala gitna. Oo.
sa gitna, wala kaming gitna, 4 lang kami. So,
Oo
sa
nga
gitna,
pala, no? Wala pala kayo. Oh, yes. Oo, now gets ang ganda.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure kakantahin nyo yun sa song nyo, sa concert nyo.
Yes.
Could you sing a cappella, maybe a verse or two?
Yes!
Go, OJ!
Yeah, could you?
Pwede ba? Pwede ba?
The
Ayun, may
chorus,
request,
the
ha?
chorus.
Oh, yeah. A cappella.
Galing kay Sir Joe yan.
Ayoko lang iwan. Nagsasabay ba?
Hindi sumasabay eh.
Mahirap magsabay pag nasa
OJ, ikaw na lang. OJ, ikaw na lang.
Okay, go, OJ.
Si OJ.
Sa gitna, ha, 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 ayoko lang maiwan sa gitna. Ha, 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 ayoko lang maiwan sa gitna. And then pasok sweet.
Kumatayo balahibo ko doon, ha? Ano pa ngayon, ha? Verse pa lang, ha?
Grabe, sobra. Oh my God. Maabangan namin yun, no? Sobra. Oh my God. Sir, what about you, sir? Okay.
OJ, what's the message of the song? Ayoko maiwan sa gitna. I mean, what is the message of the song? It's very important.
Stay away from the middle.
Oh.
And then it's ang ginawa po namin, it used to be a solo song, pero ang interpretation ng company, it's a duet. Parang it's a conversation between two people na merong pinagdadaanan. It's a conversation that they have or will have pa lang, that they need to confront something about their relationship. Parang
Okay.
yung the way they see each other's reciprocation ng pag-ibig.
Nako. Pakikinggan namin yan, ha? Oh, ano, sorry, sweet?
Parang don't leave me hanging. I mean, tell me.
In the middle.
May isang linya
In the middle,
doon.
oo.
Oo, may isang linya doon. Parang, ayun nga, wag mo lang ako iiwan sa gitna. Kasi, ang maganda doon, yung isang, the way Davey wrote it, parang meron siyang rap portion. Pero yung ginawa namin, sagutan kami ni OJ na parang, ano ba talaga tayo, kailan ka magde-decide. It's the same, hindi lang siya one way. I think that's how OJ and I plan to interpret it before we both recorded it. Parang hindi lang yung one-sided. Kasi di ba lagi na lang, yung girl lang may nagmamahal, yung guy hindi.
Hindi nagmamahal, yeah.
Or yung guy lang ano. But it's both. So,
My God.
you as a listener can have your own interpretation.
Interpret.
Kumbaga, interpret mo on it. Kasi pareho
So it's like
lang.
Yeah. It's like a troubled relationship.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
parang it's a relationship na parang walang
Walang
pupunta.
pupuntahan.
Pwedeng may puntahan, pwedeng walang puntahan.
So, it's in the middle talaga, no?
Yes.
Grabe.
Really up
And
to
let's
kung
not
may
stay
pupuntahan.
there.
Exactly.
At saka,
Alam mo,
parang
ba-
applicable din na siguro na, kunyari, kung tatlo kayo, may threesome kayo, sa gitna, yung...
Oh my God!
Diba? Pwede ba yun?
Oh, Jcas.
Actually, Jayka,
No, but yeah.
sa Feb 14 Music Museum show ng company, Davey Langit is our special guest. So he's going to sing it with us. So ginawa namin
Naging trio.
Yeah, Sayang guest.
Oh, di ba? Tama ako.
Galing! Smart!
Oh,
Very
there-
Sa
smart!
Valentine's show, may trio sila. Oh.
Yes!
I remember there was a song before, You Don't Bring Me Flowers.
Yes.
love
Yes.
song.
Pretty,
Yes.
really pretty.
Barbara Streisand and was it
Neil
Neil
Di-
Diamond?
Neil Diamond.
You Don't Bring
Oh.
Me Flowers. You Don't Sing Me Love Songs.
Yeah, I
Yes,
love
Oh
that.
my
yes.
God, oo.
Beautiful.
Beautiful song, no? Grabe. Alam mo, guys, parang bitin tong kwentuhan natin. 1 hour na kasi.
ang
I know,
dami natin
you guys,
pag-uusapan
ang dami pa natin. Parang gusto ko magka-part 3 nito, part 2 ulit
Let's
nito,
go.
My God. So, guys, ganito. I know it's 1 hour already and pasensya na medyo tumagal. I know we're supposed to be 1 hour and 10 minutes. Pero, next time ulit, hahabaan pa natin to. And of course, pagkakwentuhan natin yan pagdating nyo sa New York. So guys, please invite everyone to watch your show and pasayahin at pangitiin ang lahat sa love. In other words, the US Concert Tour 2023 of the company and Mr. Jose Marichan. Guys, please
Okay,
feel
so-
free. Go.
All right, so one by one. Moy, why don't you start? Maybe you promote the Seattle
Yes.
show. Can we have the poster again so that
Yes.
the name of the venue is there?
Yes.
Maraming
Okay.
salamat po sa ating mga kababayan na nasa Amerika. For the first time po, magkakaroon ng, ang tawag dito, US Concert Tour, si Jose Marichan at ng The Company. Kita-kita po tayo yung unang bagsak namin sa Amerika. We are hitting Seattle on February 17. Does anyone know wait, I'm
4
trying to look
points
for
by
the...
Sheraton. 4
Oh,
points
there
by
you go.
Sheraton.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and then
Points by
after that, the day after, on Saturday, February the 18th, we will have the same concert in San Francisco. And
Bay
for
Area.
all, for all of you San Franciscans there, I just want you to know that I had a song that was close to my heart, which I composed in 1967 when I first visited San Francisco, and I wrote it, and it's called San Francisco and You. But
Ooh.
I'm not gonna sing that song during the concert
Oh.
because I wrote that before my wife and I got married. So
Di na pwede.
Hindi
na
na pwede.
February 18, that's at the BAL, that's at
Theater.
the BAL Theater in San Leandro, sa San Francisco. Okay,
Yes.
sinong next?
Yes.
Next
Feb
week, then
24. Yeah, sige.
Yeah. Sige, go,
Feb
OJ.
24, that's next week.
Week
Friday naman, 24, 2023. We will be in Houston, Texas. So sa mga taga-Texas po na Pinoys, bring your friends, bring your family. We're going to be at the Stafford Civic Center.
Yes. And then we fly on the 25th to LA, and we will be at the Scientology Auditorium.
In North Hollywood.
Yes.
Feb
LA.
25.
My God. And kailan kayo pupunta ulit dito sa New York naman? Kaso, sorry, wala po silang show. Magmamasyal po ang The
Ay,
Company
mamasyal lang.
dito sa New York. Naku, maraming mag-aabang niyan lagot. So, my God, maraming
have
salamat.
Sorry, Jess. We
Yeah,
have
go
a
ahead.
very good feeling this will be a sold out concert. So we're praying for a part 2 within the year, and for the part 2 we're gonna do the East Coast.
Yeah.
And
when
sir, yes.
when do you go to New York, Moy?
The
Uh,
following day.
Following day, Feb 19, we fly
After the San Francisco.
Yeah.
Then you go
Correct.
to New York. Okay.
Yes.
My
Just a few
God.
days to unwind and watch shows.
Broadway
Yes.
show.
Mga
Wow.
jet setter, wala mga
Jet
pahinga back to
setter.
back.
I know. Sir,
meet
Sir
them
Joa. I'm sorry. Sorry, sweet.
So we will meet you. And
Yes,
thank
in
you
person, finally.
Yeah,
Flash,
finally.
yeah.
And direct
Jessie.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Tell them about that Broadway show on Michael Jackson.
Oh, ako ba, sir?
Yeah, tell the company about
The
MJ.
Michael,
You know,
actually ito we were supposed to watch it pero hindi natuloy kaya but one of these days we're gonna watch it. Hindi pa namin napapanood, sir.
Oh.
Oo, yung MJ. But I've seen probably one of these days pag nagkita tayo, sir, I'll show you my playbill collection. I have like 100 something. Because I love Broadway.
Sarap.
Like, it will come to a point that I would watch like 3-4 Broadways in a month. That's how I love Broadway. But MJ, not yet. Hindi ko pa, na busy kasi, but definitely. And sir, next year, babalik kayo
He
dito.
talks about Michael Jackson, and there are 3 actors that played Michael Jackson in different age. Yeah, and they were singing the Michael Jackson songs, you know, from the Jackson 5 Days to the Thriller. Very fascinating show.
Napanood nyo na, sir, no?
Yes, I watched that show already.
Okay. Parang siguro nga next week panoorin natin yun. Sir, naku, maraming salamat. 1 hour, 15 minutes sa pasensya na. Sir Joe, promise ha, pagbalik nyo dito, we have to meet you. And guys, abangan nyo, sana pag talagang ako na nagkiklaim na ako we will have an exclusive interview with Mr. Jose Marichan very soon. Tama ba, sir?
And I want to thank all your viewers from Jan Mercader to
Yes.
Bert Miranda. Is Bert Miranda Bisaya? Is he from Cebu?
I think so. I'm not so sure. I don't know.
There's one called Motel Tropicana.
Tropicana. Yes. Motel. Tropicana.
Motel
Maraming
ang
salamat. Unsa, sir?
Pangan ba niya, Motel?
Oo, Panganya Motel.
Oo nga,
Motel
yung
yun.
moniker niya. Oo.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Maraming. Oh my God, ang cute ng dog. Hi, what's the name?
Blanquita.
Blanquita. Hi, Blanquita.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you so much.
J-Cast.
Maraming salamat po. J-Cast, go. Close our show for tonight. Mabilis na. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you mga ka-OAGOT for watching this episode. Don't forget to share this amongst your friends. And please follow our socials in Over a Glass or Two in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and in YouTube. Subscribe po. And also sa FYE Channel ng ABS-CBN, OAGOT po sa kumu. Ayan. Thank you very much.
And
The
TFC
company.
also.
Yes, thank you very much, the company. And Sir Jose Marichan, finally.
Woohoo!
Nakikita niyo ulit dito sa aming show.
Salamat!
Thank
Ayan.
you.
Thank you very much,
Moy,
Communicants
Moy.
and mga taga-TFC subscribers. Let's have our final toast.
Yes.
Mga ka-OAGOT, everybody.
Thank you, Joe, for
Amidst-
doing the show. Thank you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you. Amidst the challenges of life, let's still find ways to be happy. Let's all talk about it. Over a glass or two. Salamat
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Thank you, Sir Joe.
Maraming salamat.
See you.
Good night.